Hello all. Today we are going to see the same question as per the comparative balance sheet and as per the common size balance sheet method. Both the methods I'm going to show you with the same sum. So here is our balance sheet wherein you have got equity, liabilities, share funds, current liability he has given, then afterwards assets he has given, wherein non-current assets and the current assets have been mentioned. So whenever it is a common size or a comparative as per the financial statement analysis, first foremost you are going to check is the above dates, wherein on the right side he has mentioned 31st March 2016 and 31st March 2017. Is the order is sequence or not, that we have to check first. Usually what happens, sometimes he will give previous year as a current year, means like in the place of 2016 sometimes he will mention 2017 and then he may give you 2016. So you have to, whenever you are going to be provided with the two different years, first you have to see whether the order is right or wrong, then you have to proceed for the sum. If the order is not right, then we have to be careful and we have to first take all the right items, then we are supposed to go with taking up the and left side item. So here luckily I got my first previous year to be 16 and then current year 17. So this is in a right order and need not worry about it. So directly I'm going to take into this one. So shall we start? First I'm going to do with a comparative as the question is been asked. Then I will do the same sum in a common size method. So if you see this one, the question is being whatever I have told. So the performa for the comparative. The comparative is obviously between two equal statements, we can say, or whatever it is. When they are equal, then we go for a comparative. So that is the reason the comparative, my two previous year and my current years will be side by side, and the next item is going to be whatever the difference we are going to get it, that difference amount we are going to post here. And this last column, whatever is there, here I'm going to post whatever the amount I'm going to get it, I will convert into percentage and I will post the thing into the percentage, because the amounts may not give me the right idea of analyzing. So this conversion of percentage is going to give me the better idea. So that is the reason I'm going to convert the things into percentage. Then we are going to continue. So shall we start with this one? The first one, it has been liabilities. So liabilities, it was with first share capital. So in this part, first I'm going with share capital, wherein my first year it is 25,000, second year is also 25,000. So is there any change in these two? 25 minus 25, it is a nil. So anything divided by the base year we are going to divide. For example, let us assume this is my first, this is my second. Then this one I'm going to get 2 minus 3. 2 minus 1, sorry. 3 is equal to 2 minus 1, and whatever I'm going to get, 3 by 1 into 100 I'm going to take into consideration. This one I'm writing it. This is my first column, second column, this is my third column. So whatever the amount I get it from my third column, I divide with my base year. Base year means my first year. So that I will take. So 3 by 1 into 100. So this is third column amount divided by first column amount into 100. So here there is nothing, here 0 it is there. So 0 divided by anything is equal to 0 itself. So that's why my percentage is going to be 0 here. Now coming down to the next part, that is B, we have got reserves and surplus. So reserves and surplus, I got it. So when I got reserves and surplus, the reserves and surplus for the first year it is 2,300 and for the second year it is 1,000. So what is the difference? 2 minus 1,000 minus 2,300 is equal to 1,300. That too I got in a minus. I'm putting a minus into the brackets mark. So minus I got it. So now I have to divide this with this amount. So when I'm going to go with this one, so 1300 divided by 2300 into 100. When I do, I'm going to get 56.5%. So how much is the answer? I got it 56.5%. Now this is done. My reserves, my share capital and reserves are done. So this is my first portion. So I'm going to add all these things. So here it is going to be 27,300. My total of E is this one, and whereas this one 26,000, and here it is going to be the same, and obviously as there is nothing, the percentage is going to be the same. Now first is done. Now coming down to the next bit, that is our C, which is non-current. Non-current in the sense long-term liability. But here he didn't give me the long-term liability, so I'm just leaving this part. Now coming down to the next part, that is current liability, and the current liability he has given us a trade payables. In the current liability he gave me the trade payables, and the trade payables he gave me is 4,500, and here he gave me 7,000. So when I'm going to minus 7,000 minus 4,500, I'm going to get the difference is 2,500. And what did I say? 3 column divided by first column into 100. So 2,500 divided by 4,500 into 100. When I do, it is going to be 55.5, means 56. I can take it off. 56% is the answer. I got it. Now I got my total of liabilities. So simply now I'm going to first, this is total of D, I'm taking it. So wherein 4,500, 7,000, and this is as usual 2,500, and this is as usual 56%. Now I'm going to add total of A plus B plus C plus D. So I have got only 27,300 plus 4,500. So my total of liabilities, and simply I have to say total liabilities. Total liabilities, I'm going to add it. So when I am going to add 4,500 plus 27,300, I'm going to get some 31,800. And here when 26 plus 7,000 I am going to add, I'm going to get around 33,000. So 33,000 minus 31,800, when I do it, I'm going to get a difference 1,200. And I said, what did I say? Third column divided by first column into 100. So divided by 31,800, I'm going to get around 3.78 is the amount I got it. Now this my total of liabilities are done. Now let's go with total of assets now. On current assets or long-term assets, so here we have got fixed assets for this one. Non-current assets means fixed assets. So here we have got fixed assets for the first year 6,600, and here for the second year it is 10,000. And when I'm going to minus this 10,000 minus 6,600, it is going to be some 3,400. And as I said, 3,400 divided by 6,600, whatever I'm going to get, that will be my answer. So I got 51.5. Now inventories and all, if I talk about it, my inventories are 9,000, 8,000. My trade receivables are 11,500, and here it is 12,000. And here it is 4,700 cash and cash equivalents, and here it is 3,000. So all these things I have to minus it, no? So when I'm minusing it, it is minus 1,000, and here it is 500 plus, and here it is going to be again 1,700, that too in the minus figures I'm going to take it to consideration. So now as usual I have to divide it, all these things. 1,000 divided by 9,000 into 100, it is going to be 11.1111, that too in the minus, because this amount is minus, so my percentage also I'll treat it is to be minus. 500 divided by 11,500 into 100, when I take, it is going to be 4.34. Then 1700 divided by 4700 into 100, which is going to be 36.17. Again, it is in the minus figure. Now I have got all these things. So this of the total I'm going to take it, which is going to be, as we have only one figure, so it is going to be the same amounts will be repeated. I need not find it out. So it will be the same. And whereas this one total I have to do it, so let me total it. 9,000 plus 11,500 plus 4,700, which is 25,200, and here 23,000. So it is going to be again 23,000. It is going to be 25,200 minus 23,000, which is going to be 2,200, and that too in the minus I'm going to get. So divided by 25,200, which is going to be 8.73, that too in the minus. Now same like total of assets I have to do it. No, so total of assets is nothing but non-current assets with current assets I'm going to add. So this is going to be how much when I total this one, it is going to be 31,800, and here it is going to be 33,000, and here it is going to be 1,200, and it is going to be 3.8. Because why I just copied it, because total of liabilities will be total of assets equally, no? So that is the reason I just, when I added, it is going to be the same equal total. If you want, you can add it. My 25 plus 6,000, it is going to be around 20 31, yeah, 31,000, and 6 plus 2 is equal to 800, so 31,300. So everything is the same. So this is how our comparative is going to be done. So what we have to analyze here, the comparison what you have done is not a great thing. Just you are taking a 2 years and you are just finding out a difference and you are finding out a percentage. So here the important thing is of not of finding of this one. This is very easy part for you. You have to just find a difference and take a base year and just find out a percentage. This is so simple. But what is the important aspect of your comparative analysis? You are supposed to interpret it. You are supposed to give the conclusions by interpreting. So how is your financial position? So when you go for here, your reserves are less because they are into the minus figure. So your reserves are less, minus figure, and whereas your liabilities, your current liabilities is 56%, and whereas your current asset percentage is 36%. So that means equally you don't even have your proper resources also. The current assets should be more than the current liabilities. But what is happening here? Your current liability percentage is 56% and your current asset percentage is hardly 8%. So this is not something good sign. Your company is not having a funds thorough proper for funds. So you have to analyze it. Like our current financial position is not good. Here it is 56. And I have got loans more, but money I don't have much to pay. So this is very bad kind of a solution which the company is making on its part. So this is not a proper financial position the company is having it. So such kind of a suggestion you are supposed to give. This is very, very important. Now let's go with common size balance sheet statement. I said like comparative I'm going to tell you, and the next one I'm telling is here common size balance sheet statement. So what is the difference between a comparative and a common size? Here I'm just taking the exact sum, just check it out. My share capital 25,000, 25,000. Here it is 25, 25. My reserves and surplus are 2,300 and 1,000. Here it is 2,300 and here it is 1,000. You can observe in my comparative balance sheet, I have taken side by side my previous year and the current year. The same sum I'm doing it in the format of common size statement, wherein I'm going to just make a part this one. Why? Because my common size, even with one single financial year also we can complete our common size. What I have to do? A common, the name itself suggests a common size. You just observe common. Common means some common point I'm going to take and everything I'm going to divide with it. So in the balance sheet, what will be the common point we are going to have it is the common thing which is going to connect your liabilities and your assets. So what is that common point is, what is the one thing which actually relates with liabilities and assets means its own totals. So total of my liabilities will be equalized with my total of assets. My total of liabilities will be equalized with my total of assets. So this is a common point. So we will assume for this particular 2016, my common is 31,800. So everything I just divide it with 31,800. And here everything is I'm going to divide with 33,000. So from the top till the bottom I'm going to take 33 as base, and every amount I'll just divide with 33,000 into 100. So these kind of a comparison we call vertical comparison, and this we call it as a horizontal comparison. Horizontal because every time I'm just checking these two and finding a difference. But here it is not like that. I'm taking one particular point as a common, and every amount I just divide with this one. Like 25,000 divided by 31,800 into 100. 2,300 divided by 35,800 into 100. 4,500 divided by 31,800 into 100. That is what we are going to do it, and we'll find it out. So let me go with 2016 first. So 25,000 divided by 31,800 into 100. I'm going to get some 78.6. Whereas 2,800 plus 31,800 into 100, I'm going to get 7.2. Then 27,300 divided by 31,800 into 100, I'm going to get some 85.85. Then 4,500 divided by 31,800 into 100, I'm going to get some 14.15. Here also it is going to be same. So that's it. 31,800 divided by 31,800, it is going to be the 100%. Now the same here, I said here also my common point is 31,800. So everything I'll divide with this. 6,600 divided by 31,800 into 100, it is going to be 20.75. So here also it is going to be 20.7. Next 9,000 divided by 31,800 into 100 I'm going to do. So I'm going to get 28.30. Then 11,500 divided by 31,800 into 100 I'm going to go. So 36.16 I'm going to get. Then 4,700 divided by 31,800 into 100, it is going to be 14.78. And 25,500 25,200 divided by 31,800 into 100, I'm going to get 79.24. So this is how my first 2016 I have completed. Now I am coming back to 2017. What is my common point here? It is 33,000. So everything I'll divide with 33,000. So 25,000 divided by 33,000 into 100, which is going to be 75.75. Then 1000 divided by 33,000 into 100 is going to be 3.0. 3 point or 3.03, you're going to get something like that. It's a continuation. Then 26,000 divided by 33,000 into 100, I'm going to get some 78.78. Likewise, 7,000 divided by 33,000 into 100, I'm going to get some 21.2. Here also it is going to be the same. Now coming down to the assets, again 10,000 divided by 33,000, I'm going to get some 30.30. Here also it is going to be 30.30. Then 8,000 divided by 33,000 into 100, I'm going to get some 24.24. Likewise, 12,000 divided by 33,000, it is going to be 36.36. 3,000 divided by 33,000 into 100, I'm going to get some 9.09. Now 23,000 divided by 33,000 into 100, I'm going to get some 69.69, something like that. So this is how I'm going to compare or complete my common size and comparison. So comparative is a horizontal which is going to take 2 years simultaneously. Find out a difference in amount, and that difference amount is divided with the base year, and we'll find it out the percentage. Whereas in a common size, the word itself says one common point. You pick it up and you are going to divide every amount with its common particular point. So, what will be the common point which is going to attach is its own actual totals. A total of liabilities will be always total of assets, which is going to be a common point, acts as a common point. Then, in the income statement, what we have to take a common point is the biggest source of income of any company is its own sales. So, in the income statement, when you are doing with a common size statement, sales you're going to take as a common, and every amount you're going to divide with the sales. Every amount you're going to divide with the sales, and you're going to find out a percentage. So, as I said, here the percentage you're going to analyze it. So what is your previous year? Your capital was 78%, here it is 75%. Your profits were 7%, but your profits were only 3%. Whereas your trade payables, but your trade payables have increased, means your loans have increased, whether it is a short term, but the loan have increased. Your profits are not increased, but your loans have increased. And likewise, your fixed assets you have purchased. From where you have purchased? When you don't have sufficient funds, how you are purchasing it? So these kind of analysis you are supposed to make, and you are supposed to give your interpretation, writing of interpretation. If this is going to carry 12 marks, it is not 12 marks by doing this one is going to get to 12 marks, because it is very simple. You are just finding out, but what is here, by doing this one you will get only half marks, the rest half will be given for your interpretation. Remember that and try to do that.